All right, well, we are now going to talk hypnotherapy with Heather. And well, Heather, what is hypnotherapy?
Well, hypnotherapy is basically the bypassing of the critical factor in the mind. So what that really means is that judging part of ourselves, that part of ourselves that thinks, I shouldn't feel like this, or I should be able to be more motivated, or this kind of way that we might have different beliefs that stop us from being as happy or as successful as we want. So we can bypass that part of ourselves and actually get to the subconscious mind, which is like the feelings, the perspectives, the way we look at ourselves, the way we look at life based on all of our experiences, but where it began or where those beliefs came from. So ultimately, it's like getting to the root of the cause of whatever, of whatever the issue is, or whatever, we're having difficulties with.
Yeah.
By using a bit of a different state of mind.
So you're putting them into hypnosis, and does anyone fight that? They don't want to go. They don't want to let go. Or is that a good question?
I think everybody does a little bit.
Okay.
That's what I think is part of my job, is just really creating the environment where people feel safe and comfortable, while also educating them about how much control they actually have in hypnosis.
And do you have control?
I mean, I don't really have control. Like, I can't really make them do something they don't want to, but the more that they let go or they relax, which I actually do for them just by relaxing them very deeply, the more we can get done.
All right, so now why do people want to do hypnotherapy? Like, what are some things I want to let go of, or?
Yeah, I mean, there's hundreds of things that people want to do hypnotherapy for, actually. And some are really, really interesting too. But the basic things are like weight loss, quitting smoking, relief from anxiety or depression. Any fear and phobia is really easy to take away. Help with relationships or getting over an ex has become very popular too.
Wow.
Yeah.
Can someone ever get stuck in hypnosis? I think that's an odd question.
It's a very common question.
Really?
Yeah, and no.
No, they can't.
Because the thing is, hypnosis is a very natural state of mind, right? It's like, when you're driving and you drive home and you think, oh, I kind of don't remember that whole way or part of the way.
Yes.
That is what we call highway or road hypnosis. And SGI even has it in the manual for new drivers, saying, watch out for drivers on the highway at night because they might be in hypnosis. It's
Wow.
a very common thing. It's not as out there as people might think.
Wow.
Yeah.
People talk, when I've seen people I've only seen it in the funny, right? They make people do things. That's not what you do. But
No.
will people remember everything they did, or will they remember what they said to you?
Oh, yeah. I mean,
Okay.
people remember what they do or say to me, and it's not really like they say to me these deep, dark secrets or something. People will come into my office just consciously before they're in hypnosis and say things that they're feeling that they might not be able to tell somebody else. But the whole process of hypnosis, I mean, they can hear my voice. When they go really deep, or if they go deeper, they might not care, or they might not be listening to everything that I say. But the subconscious mind, that deeper part of the mind, is always listening. So it keeps us safe.
Has anyone ever just not been able to do it, or can't talk about it, or have you ever had to, they can't do it? They can't go there?
I don't know.
Because your voice is really good. I could probably be
I just feel
hypnotized.
like most of the time people, one, are coming to me and willing to try.
Okay.
Because I'm not going randomly on the street saying, hey, let me hypnotize you. I mean, sometimes maybe for fun, but in my office, that's
Party
a very,
favor.
that's just like part of my life, right? But, in my office, it's more like, how can we use hypnotherapy to help you feel better?
Right.
And so, if somebody is really not a good candidate for hypnosis, I will tell them.
Really? Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. And I always heard you'll sleep better. Is that just for one night or forever?
Well,
I'm
sleep can be very complicated, but at the same time, people doing hypnosis, even for other things, find that they sleep better just as a result of doing hypnotherapy.
Wow. So we can go to your site for more information, your website?
Yeah, go to my website. I have a weight loss group coming up at the end of September, and
Okay.
I do basic training because I train hypnotherapists too, and that's coming up in February. So go to my website for that.
I love it. Well, thank you for coming in and just sharing more about hypnotherapy.
Thanks for having me.
All right, well, that is Heather talking about hypnotherapy. Check out her website for more information and upcoming seminars. Well, stay with us because next up we've got the Regina Prostate Cancer Support Group, and we're going to talk about an upcoming seminar.